We love hip hop.
Yeah, sorry about that, gang. I was having some wild technical difficulties. It's giving me a buzzkill. Okay, so let's get to this shits right here, man. Drake versus Kodak Black. I'm gonna skip my first two topics and get straight to it. I was listening to Rory and Mal earlier, and I did make a. We were talking about it yesterday. About how we felt that it was debunked. We thought that it was about Kodak Black because the blogs over here were saying, yo, it might be a Kodak thing. You know, he was mentioning the line about the being in Paris with the wasses and ish. You know what I'm saying? And the lines leading up is what made me believe that he was talking about Pusha. You know what I'm saying? Talking about melting down the chains, all that stuff. Right? I guess we can play this part right here.
That was we know.
Yeah.
Yo, if it was like that, then yo, Kodak could have got beat right out of that purple suit he was wearing.
No, but why would the boy? Because I feel like the boy has been a supporter of Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Remember when Kodak dropped one of his albums? Drake posted it in his I think maybe his Avi, or I remember he reposted a couple of Kodak albums, and he said some big words about him at one point, like this guy's the future and Ray Tay Tay, like he's a supporter of Kodak Black.
So I don't think
fuck with each other. Okay, so there's that. And I found a few more things. And what are y'all saying in the comments here? Entertainment said no foreplay. No, we ain't talking about that, fam. We ain't talking about that. Maybe later. Let me see if I can find that clip here from the Rory and Mal podcast. Because I think the Americans are starting to pick up on some of this stuff over there too.
That was running around the timeline.
Oh,
where this is the real diss is at the end of the verse, not this fucking cupcake.
1 second. Let me pull this up so y'all can see this on the screen. We ain't lacking today. 1 second. Bada boom, bada bing. Keep it going.
NERD chain meltdown shit.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that type of shit I don't pay attention to. I don't shit like
was running around the timeline alludes to some violence. The science on this Kodak beef with another Toronto affiliate of Drake's.
Salute to Rory and Mal, yo.
Beef and that whole Vogue. If Vogue wasn't suing, I would have been in Paris. Alludes to some violence amongst those two crews. That's amongst Kodak Black and Wassa.
Okay.
Don't quote me because I'm not like too versed in it, but I did see that was running around the timeline.
Oh,
where this is the real diss is at the end of the verse, not this fucking cupcake NERD chain meltdown shit.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's
man said Rory sounds like he's AI generated.
Type of shit I don't pay attention to. I don't. Shit like that is like that's real beef. I don't care to know about that.
Also, I'm gonna.
Mal want nothing to do with that type of talk right there. He's like, what? That's a real line? That's not towards just some rich rappers and you know, no, you're all talking about some street.
Go ahead and disagree with Drake. If you hire some goons to come to my show and my security washes them, that's a stat to me.
Let's save that for a second. We'll save that one right there. So it's starting to spread. I don't know if I'm going to be, if I'm helping spread it more. I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying this sentiment is starting to spread. Okay. Entertainment says New York is too close to Toronto. Yeah. And I know that Rory and Mal, those guys are very tapped into what's going on over here. I remember them when they were on the old pod, when they were doing their thing on Joe Button podcast, them mentioning Smiley. They've played multiple Toronto tracks in their sleeper tunes. They're tapped in, you know what I'm saying? They've mentioned Kaytranada multiple times, you know, coming out of Montreal. Like, they're relatively tapped into the Toronto scene, right? So maybe we could just chalk those guys up to Rory catching that because, you know, he knows a little bit more. Now, I'm asking y'all, I'm going to reemphasize, I'm asking you guys, the comment gang, whether it's the people who are watching this live right now or who are going to be watching the repost. Is Kodak Black banned from Toronto? Okay? Because if the Wassas got smoke for him, and the boy, if this is correct, is co-signing it, that's kind of all you need, no? I'm just asking. Right? Max B says, Cap, Kodak, welcome with open arms. Maybe. But then, like, he might think he's welcome. And, you know, Toronto mans have been known to be like, yeah, forward. yeah, no problem. Yo, you pulling up to the club, B? And then they lose, they leave without their shit. Right? So it's easier to just, you know, if you're a fan of Kodak, to be like, yeah, nah. They ain't banning the Gremlin. They can never. Oh, never. Nah, B. From last I check, if you're not good with the boy, it's not really too good. You're not really too good in Toronto. Right? And the Wassas, they've been doing their thing out here. They're arguably one of the biggest music crews out here. Like, all their guys have attained some kind of success, or most of their guys have attained some kind of success, touching millions of views. Pressa's out here running around the world, big stepping. You got to put respect on their name. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Fraser says, nope, too much business in Toronto for mans them. Bruh, I understand. You're right. But at the same time, niggas is taking shots at Kodak. I remember one thing I forgot when I was having my conversation with Dusty, and salute to Dusty Wallace. One thing I forgot was Kodak jumping out the window when Drake dropped the album with 21 Savage. Y'all remember that? He wasn't happy about that because he wanted to do a joint album with Drake. I think that the what Drake decided with the 21 Savage collabo was better choice. Don't get me wrong, I like Kodak's music, but not to the point where I could listen to him do a whole collabo album with Drake. We're not doing that, bro. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So for all we know, he might have been getting a little bit too spicy. Who knows what he said behind the scenes in comparison to what he said in front of the scenes? He could have been behind the scenes like, yo, you pussy ass nigga. Yeah, you never. Nah, niggas, I had other plans. Right? It could have been like, yo, fam, we could have done a collab album, but I seen you and my homies getting into a little bit of smoke. You supporting the home team. These are just hypotheticals for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't say none of this for sure. I don't have any inside information. I'm just podding. But from the outside, a betting man, if I was Kodak, I would double check. Comment gang, like, wouldn't you double check? Would you just say, okay, it's all good. Let me just go pick up this bag. No problem. Because the last nigga who had an issue over here thought it was no problem, came to pick up his bag. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Where's this X thing there? Is this it? Let me find, oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Let me pull this up for you guys so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because this proof of listen, I'm not saying anything too crazy, but I'm just saying. 1 second. Let me pull this up here. Boom. The last time somebody came out here, thought everything was sweet, it wasn't so sweet. Right? Let me see here. Is there some audio on this moment in history? This Canadian heritage moment?
The fuck is that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Guidelines. Pull up! Whoa. Hey. We won't show that part there. Guidelines. All right. That's enough. Okay. Right? Put that right on the stamp. So that's all I'm saying. If I'm Kodak, I'm just going to double check. You know what I'm saying? See if the boy sees his DMs. He probably has his number. Call him. Be like, bro, we good? Like, no, for real. Like, are we good though? You know what I'm saying? I heard the verse on the Travis Scott thing. And, you know, the internets have been talking, and they're saying that we might not be as on the same page as we used to be. You know what I'm saying? This is the more delicate way to approach the conversation. Okay, I'm giving you some instructions right here. Kodak, this is being recorded, so you could write this down. All right? Yo, fam, are we good? Okay, because I know you speak Geechee, so you write this down. All right? I'm just checking the temperature because I've been hearing some things on the internet, and I just want to make sure that we're still on the same page. Full stop. Okay? I really appreciate you giving me those Bitcoins back in the days, and I'm going to make sure that I put them to good use. And I got you on my Christmas wish list coming up this year. Now, I got a show coming up in Toronto on, you know, fill in whatever date there. And I want to go through and do my show and go out to the club after. So just let me know if we're on the same page. Get back to me when you see this. Have a good night. Kodak Black. All right? It's recorded, Kodak, so you could take that or write that down. You know what I'm saying? Tell your team. Write that down. What the older nigga said. He said, write that down. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, fam. I got your back, bro. Actually, no. Sorry, I don't got your back. Okay? I have no way I have your back in any way. Your music's cool, but not enough for me to be nah. All right? As far as what I think, you may be banned until further notice. You know what I'm saying? Or you just might need to do a temperature check. That's my best advice for you, okay? Coming from the invisible OVO legal team here, double check with the boy. Maybe call Preem, Baka, maybe, I don't want to say even any names. Just double check with somebody and make sure you guys are on the same page. And you should be fine, bro. Okay? Let me know if anything else happens. Let's salute to all parties involved, yo.
We love hip hop.